Okay, looks like we're live. I have Regis here, Wally here, Earl here, Craig here, and I don't see Nick yet, correct?
Time is it?
I saw him, he's here.
I'm
Oh,
present.
yep, I see him now. All right. I think whenever you guys are ready.
All right, you can, we'll call the meeting to order.
All right,
You can call the roll.
all right. All right, we have Regis Barrett,
Yep.
Wally Parker,
Here.
Earl Blum,
Here.
Craig Farkas,
Here.
Nick DeLeon.
Here.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is going to be approval of the minutes of January 19th, 2021.
Someone care to
Move.
make a motion?
Was that you, Wally?
Yeah, move to approve.
All right, I need a second.
Second.
I'm going to take it as Craig. Thank you. To approve the minutes of January 21st, 2021, Regis Barrett,
Yeah.
Wally Parker,
Yes.
Earl Bloom,
Yes.
Nick DeLeon.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. Hold on one second. I'm having a little, there we go. Next item on the agenda is a request from Robert Donigan Jr., attorney for DMAC Realty, for a variance to the paving requirements for a parking area at 7332 Associates Avenue, permanent parcel 431-13065, docket 121-2. There's all on you guys.
All right. Mr. Chair, I'll go ahead and explain this one if you don't mind. So this application we received prior to last month's meeting, and the applicant at that time requested a deferral, which the board granted. At the time application, I provided the applicant with suggestions to be able to facilitate a variance like this because this property did not have any site plan approval that was required. So you received all the correspondence regarding that. And there is also litigation on this because the owner and the tenant are cited for parking cars in this what was previously a open grass and gravel area. And since it looks like we don't have the applicant here, I would go ahead and suggest that the board goes ahead and makes a motion on this. And just keep in mind your basis for granting a variance, and specifically B and D of that section. Granting a variance will not permit the establishment of any use which is not otherwise permitted. And then the other one would be the D of that section, which it does not is not self-created by purchaser of the property. And in this case, it really was. The applicant purchased this property and combined it with another property to make one larger property, and has since not gone through the proper procedure for getting permitted use and site plan approval.
And so he has not supplied you with any information at all.
Correct. There's no further information that's been presented from them.
Okay.
Since this is in litigation right now, would
What's that?
any move on our part in either direction affect the litigation?
No, it would not. We're treating this totally separate. The litigation is an absolute separate matter than this is. While it's kind of in regards to the same thing, it is two totally different things, and you're perfectly within your right to make a motion to approve or disapprove on this based on the information that was presented to you and only that information.
All right, I'll make a motion that we deny the variance.
I'll second that.
May may I just weigh in very briefly before the board takes a vote on that motion? Thank,
Say that again?
Mr. Barrett, this is Kevin Butler, the law director for the city. May I just weigh in briefly before the board takes a vote on that motion?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, thanks very much. I don't know if I assume based on the attendance tonight, we do not have the applicant here. There are a couple of names or anonymous attendees tonight whose identities I don't know. And I just want to be certain that neither of those would be representing the applicant. I have a B.S. Miller and then a telephone number 216-386-7353. Dawn and Dave, can we be assured that neither of those attendees is a representative of the applicant?
Yes, sir. B.S. Miller is for the second item on the docket, and he generally does call in on his phone. We can confirm that if he can unmute.
Okay. All right, and then oh, I see. So that telephone number 386-7353 would be B.S. Miller. Is that correct? Likely?
I do believe this is how it happened last planning commission meeting also.
Understood. Okay, thanks very much. And in any event, any of those folks would be able to chime in right now if they were the applicant. I just want to be certain, the evidence that's been presented to the board has just been presented as part of the application process. That's not sworn evidence at all. The applicant's not here in order to provide sworn evidence for the board to consider. In my view, that in and of itself would merit a denial because it is the applicant's responsibility under our code to demonstrate that the either an undue hardship or a practical difficulty exists to support a variance. It's not your responsibility to make that determination without the applicant's advocacy and assistance and evidence. And in this case, the applicant's not here to present evidence. Dave, can I also just confirm for the record, since this is all being recorded, that, and perhaps Dawn would want to weigh in on this as well, but Dave, primarily you, the applicant has been given an opportunity to appear tonight and be heard, correct?
That's correct. And I did double check just to ensure that they were notified again of this meeting as all the other applicants were.
And it's also your understanding that the applicant requested the deferral from the last meeting, correct? It wasn't that we requested that deferral. The applicant did so, correct?
That's also correct.
Okay. Dawn, you've gotten no indication that the applicant didn't have any, or you've got no indication that the applicant had a problem logging on or anything, correct? Nothing in your inbox or?
As of when I left my desk at 4:30, I have not received notification from the applicant or the party he represents.
Okay, very good. I just want to make the record clear, board members, because in the event that there might be some appeal from this decision, if the decision were to deny the variance, I want there to be enough evidence that we can use for the purposes of demonstrating that the applicant had the opportunity to be heard tonight and chose not to. And if that's the case, I think the board is certainly well within its right to deny the requested variance. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Kevin. Do we want to continue with the motion of Regis motioning to deny? And Wally, you are seconding that?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take a vote. Regis
Go ahead.
Barrett to deny.
Yes,
Wally Parker to deny.
Yes.
Earl Bloom to deny.
yes,
Craig Farkas to deny.
Yes.
Nick De Leon to deny. I'm sorry, Nick, I didn't hear you.
Yes.
Perfect, thank you. My dog's decided to wrestle right now. All right, the next item on the agenda is a request from Ohio Machinery Company for a 1-foot height variance to the maximum allowable height of a 6-foot fence or for an ornamental fence at 9500 Brook Park Road, permanent parcel 433-18001, docket 2-2021-1.
Anybody got any comments?
Well, I think the fence they're gonna put up is gonna look a lot better than what they have there right now, obviously. I mean, the one they have up now is barbed wire on top of it. I'm guessing that's where the 7-foot comes from, 6-foot fence with a foot of barbed wire. So, I mean, it's gotta make the property look much better what they're gonna do to it. My opinion.
Anybody else?
I agree with Craig.
All right,
Yeah,
I make a
so-
motion that we grant the variance.
Second,
Regis and Earl. To approve, Regis Barrett,
Yes,
Wally Parker,
Yes.
Earl Bloom,
yes,
Craig Farkas,
Yes.
and Nick DeLeon.
Yes.
Thank you. All right,
Anybody-
and any other business before the board?
anybody
Dawn, I
got-
just,
anybody
Dawn,
got-
I just wanted to let you know that B.S. Miller added a note in the chat indicating that he or she was having audio troubles and would try to call back in. I only wanted to let you know, but it appears as if that docket item has already been disposed of.
Yeah, it does look like there was a motion. Sorry, I didn't see that. I have too many screens open. All right. So are we
Anybody
okay
else
to
got
move forward?
anything they want to bring up? Okay,
So I just need a motion to adjourn.
so move,
Second.
All right,
good.
yep, to adjourn. Regis Barrett,
Yes,
Wally Parker,
Yes.
Earl Bloom,
yes.
Craig Farkas,
Yes.
and Nick DeLeon.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice rest of your day. And hopefully we'll eventually be able to meet in person again.
Yeah.
That would be good.
You guys gonna be
Yeah.
pros by the end of this. All right, have a nice evening, guys.